I'm trying acupuncture for the first time ever. This is definitely for sure, stepping outside, like way outside of my comfort zone, trying something completely new that I've always wanted to try. I mean, I really always have, but needles, are you kidding me? Needles scare me. So let's find out what this is all about. If it even works, does it hurt, and what the actual benefits are. My appointment is in 30 minutes. What to ask for when you go get acupuncture. First things first, let's start off with the research on what I should expect. Do I even have to bring something to this appointment? I mean, I'm not sure. And what do I even ask for? Let's dig in. Questions to ask your acupuncturist. A few days back, I was walking and I saw the sign of this massage place that does all types of cool massages, including acupuncture. And being something that I had always wanted to try, I wrote down the number because we're currently in Gran Canaria, Spain. So I was like, what a cool experience to have here in Spain, plus something that I had always wanted to try. We're on our way. I added 3 more in my hand because I've been experiencing knee pain since I started running, and I felt like a pressure when I would go like this, and now I don't feel it as much. You can kind of hear like the that I still have, but at least I don't feel like the pressure when I was pushing the knee, if you know what I mean. Siente como que la fuerza que te hacía al empujar.
Claro,
No se siente.
muy bien. Quiero que la muevas, ¿vale? Cada 10 minutitos
Ok.
puedes moverla. Porque es lo que te estaba hablando antes, ¿vale? Hay que mover ese estancamiento que te está molestando, ¿eh?
Okay. At first, you could feel like the pressure, and it was like a strange feeling, but now it just feels like relaxation. It's interesting. The top one on my head, she explained, was for like a zen, just to like get into a state of relaxation, to promote like a de-stress, avoid like all the overthinking she mentioned. And then the one on the chest she mentioned was for anxiety, which is very interesting. The hand one is for my liver, which she says the liver stores like all the emotions and everything. So that's the one on the hand. And then the feet, I don't remember what that was for. We'll have to ask her when she comes back. The ones on my neck are for the knee, one on each side, to balance it out. I feel the pressure on the left one. She says you always have to balance it out. So we did one on each side. Gabe is telling me it's a different type of needle because I don't want to open my eyes and see. So on the left side, we have a different type of needle than on the right hand side. I loved it. That was so cool. I have to tell you all about it. I'm back, I'm situated, and now we can discuss the whole thing. We had pizza afterwards, which looked amazing. However, I got a really bad stomach ache, and I'm wondering if it's because of the acupuncture. I mean, I was feeling fine up until we literally sat down and started eating. And I mean, it looked amazing. It was amazing, that pizza. So if you've had acupuncture before, let me know if this has happened to you too. Anyway, so my experience, I got nervous going in. There was one point where I was like, you know what? I can switch it at any moment to like a relaxation massage. We can call this quits and that's it, because why would I be sticking needles inside my body for fun? Anyways, I just went along with it. She started asking me questions. I got a really good vibe from her. I like that she's into like the whole energy thing, which is something that I'm starting to get into. So I thought that was amazing. As I expected, which showed up everywhere where I was researching before, they ask you like, hey, why are you here? What's bothering you? And most of the time, acupuncture is actually done because you feel pain, you feel discomfort, you're feeling something in your body that you want to change. In my case, if I'm honest, I wanted to try it. I know it has a ton of benefits, and one of the main benefits I was looking for is kind of like that relaxation, like de-stress, just like leave it all behind. So that's exactly what I mentioned. And then I started digging deeper, like, hey, what else has been bothering me? We got down to a knee problem that I've been having. I have started running a lot more now that I'm traveling, since there's no like set gym. Running is just like that thing that you can do anywhere, anytime. All you need are your legs and some shoes. So I've been doing that a lot more, and I've been noticing pain on my left knee, which is something that we started discussing. So she also started putting in some needles specifically for that pain. Other than that, we did like a Zen right here to de-stress, which I'm feeling like a little redness here. We did one right here for anxiety. We did one for the liver, because she says the liver is basically what holds all the emotions. And like for most humans, she mentioned that's what needs to just, move some energy and let go. So she did that one too. Overall, I have to say it was a little weird at first. So at first, of course, someone like me, which is not a fan of needles, I was scared. I literally was feeling my palms sweaty. And when you feel it go in, you feel like a pinch. Some hurt more than others, I have to admit. Like the ones in my hand, she would ask me to inhale, like a quick inhale, and at that moment she would put it in, and those hurt a little more. This one actually kind of freaked me out because I thought that one would actually hurt. I didn't even feel it go in, not at all. So it's just different feelings depending on where they put it in. I did notice that Gabe mentioned that he saw different needles. I forgot to ask why that difference is, but handy dandy Google is actually telling me that there are 9 different types of needles that are used. Some are different lengths, and it all depends on where they have to be inserted, different diameters. So that's actually pretty cool, pretty interesting. I do have to mention that at first, your body, maybe it was just me, gets a feeling of like weird, tense movement, like kind of like get me out of here. I don't know if it was just me, but it was like a weird movement where like you just feel it all. And I mentioned that, and she said, yes, that's exactly what we're doing. Putting it on these specific pressure points. We're moving energy. That you're feeling is super normal. Like that's supposed to happen. And I thought that was so interesting. And then after a while, like after 10 minutes, your body just goes into like a blissful relaxation. It's so wild, especially for the knee, which she had me like every 10 minutes move. I would move the other one just to keep it balanced out. It was really interesting to feel how the body was completely relaxed. And when she came back and added the ones on my hand, I felt the same exact thing from the start. Like that whole movement of energy, which to me just felt just like kind of like an uncomfortableness. And then 2 minutes in, just like your body just kind of like lets go and lets it all sink in, which is wild. So she removed the needles. It lasted a full hour. She would leave, come back. I was in total relaxation. I feel like I fell asleep. It was honestly very cool of an experience. And when she removed them, it was interesting because I was like, hey, like, I think I still have the one in my neck. And she was like, no, like, I already took it out. She mentioned that the effects and the benefits that your body feels with the needles in, your body actually continues to feel them for 48 hours, which is absolutely insane how cool it is. I also asked, because I'm getting into like a lot of these topics, I also asked what the difference was between acupuncture and tapping. If you guys have heard of tapping, it's basically using your different points and you start just doing like this tapping sensation. And she did mention that it is something very similar because knowing your pressure points, you can literally squeeze them. She mentioned this one right here in between the hand was for your headaches. So if you ever feel headaches, you just really push down on it. You just kind of feel it go down. Right here on your wrist, you have different ones for your heart. So she mentioned that the tapping is very similar because you're activating and you're releasing that energy, which kind of goes hand in hand with what I've been learning about that. So I thought that was super cool because it's not like you need to go to a place, you need to find, the certified person to do your acupuncture, but learning tapping, which is something I want to get into, you can do it yourself at any moment, just knowing exactly where the points are that you want to release or that you want to work on. And it doesn't stop just there because I convinced Gabe to join me along in this experience of trying this acupuncture thing out. And the coolest part, the reason why I wanted to convince him was because I think it's so cool when you try something for the first time and somebody else also tries it for the first time, because you can compare experiences, see what the other person felt, understand if it was the same thing you felt. So Gabe is actually scheduled to go in tomorrow morning and we'll hear all about his experience then.
Sí. Wow, se sintió.
¿Sentiste?
Sí.
Sí, que ahí tenías una contractura. Normalmente en el angular de la escápula solemos cargar y por eso lo sentiste. Cuando voy a urgencias, le digo...
Just got out from my acupuncture experience. It was 30 minutes. It was an incredible experience. I was a little bit skeptical of the whole procedure because when I saw it for the first time, I saw Lau just hanging in there, just 30 minutes without anything else happening. But as soon as the therapist put the needles, I felt like a tunnel in that specific area, and that was something that I have never felt before. And I felt things like moving around. And she picked a few places in my back and my hand to do some work in my neck, some neck for the neck pain, and also for my digestive system to have a better process when I eat. It was incredible. I still feel the needles there, even though I'm done. She said to just take it easy for today and just enjoy the day as relaxed as I can. I will do it again, recommend it. She also recommended a massage later down the week to decompress the neck and all that. It was great. It was different. I felt things moving, yes, for sure.
Have you ever felt that before?
No, first time. This is the first time I felt that.
I'm glad I pushed outside of my comfort zone and tried it. I think you see the most benefits when doing acupuncture if you are trying to target something in specific, whether it's pain, injury, something that you know you want to have fixed, like you can feel it, and that way you can tell the difference. And I am completely amazed at how our body energy works because you feel it. You literally feel it. And that's why I didn't want to tell Gabe my experience before hearing his, because I wanted to see if it was something that maybe only I felt, but literally he felt the same exact thing. And that just honestly blows my mind. And it kind of makes me want to even like learn more and understand more like how our body works, because it's absolutely mind-blowing. That's it for today's experience. Oh, and hopefully this story makes you try something that you've always wanted to, yet it's a little outside of your comfort zone.